Hi guys, Joe here, and welcome to 750 Gaming. In this one, we'll be reflecting on the big news from Adepticon and what 10th edition Warhammer 40K could mean for this channel. Okay, so that was all amazing, and I'm actually super excited about the future of Warhammer 40K. Now, there are going to be a buttload of other channels and guys and girls out there who have already done videos on their summaries and takeaways from all that Adepticon announcement stuff and the things for 10th edition 40k, and so I don't really want to follow suit, but I am also very aware that this has the potential to impact how I do this thing. Now, this channel started as a sort of public service broadcast, describing the way that I play 9th edition 40k in all this hot messness. And I've been playing this way and doing this thing for about a year and a half in the real world. But this YouTube thing was something I started at the beginning of the year, just as you know, as a bit of fun to add on to my hobby experience. So I cherry pick the rules to an extent and slim them all down and play 750 points, hence 750 gaming, incursion missions on a kitchen table where we can all have fun in around an hour. And I try to build my army lists to consist of around 15 to 30 miniatures with fun and fluffy and lore-abiding styles and characteristics, and also try and do it for under £100. And I started this channel essentially then to share my army list and creative ideas on how to do that, to help save time and money and make 9th edition 40k accessible for those for whom time and money are barriers to entry. And literally only a couple of days ago I dropped a video about why I like the idea of stratagems and special rules and how they add flavour and help the gameplay, and how I'm conflicted between the keep it simple stupid one-page rule style and the overwhelming content of 40k in all its glory. Now, I don't want to blow my own prophetic trumpet or anything, but have they done it? Have Games Workshop found the middle ground here? The holy grail of tabletop wargaming? So what have they announced? Well, it looks like individual codexes in all their complexity are gone and replaced by a more streamlined and user-friendly set of indexes from now on. And they'll also be digitalised, so you don't necessarily have to carry all your books with you when you want to go play a game. And that's a win. People will still likely buy the books. I hope they do. I probably will, because if Games Workshop continue to put them out there with all the juice and artwork and things, then there's no reason not to. But the ease bit is definitely a positive. And then we've got the rules. The rules look like they're going to be simpler, more streamlined, less phases to the battle round. And stratagems will be a bit more universal, with only 6 available per faction or army, and there'll be less CP to worry about. I mean, I want to scream hallelujah at that. They're also updating boarding actions, and they're completely revamping and balancing the combat patrol boxes and things with an even more streamlined rule set so that you can pick up your 500-point combat patrol box off the shelf, paint it up, and have a viable go-to skirmish army there and then that can actually compete nicely and fairly and easily with someone else who has done the same thing with another army. It all sounds really awesome, and I'm very excited to see it in the flesh come the summer. If it comes out as good as it sounds, then us casual gamers, for whom time and money can be an issue, we're going to be very happy indeed. But what does it mean for this YouTube thing? Well, my overriding sense is that I may be a bit defunct as we head on into the future. There is a suggestion that smaller scale 40k will still be possible in 10th edition, and that it won't exclusively be you play 2000 points proper or you play 500 point combat patrol. I imagine there'll still be an in-between, and I hope there will be. But my whole raison d'etre to lift those entry barriers seems a little unnecessary now, which is actually a real good thing, and I can't have any complaints about that. So what am I going to do? Well, let's be honest, we've got 3 to 4 months before we get any of the juice from 10th edition landing properly, and I've got 4 750 point armies still in progress with scripts that I've written for videos, so I'll carry on with those and put them out here, as and when. 10th edition might not be for everyone straight away, so the fact that there's going to be some late in the day 9th edition heavy lifting content still happening and available could be a good thing, but I'll have to caveat it all naturally. Naturally, I'll carry on hobbying, and you can catch all my updates and things on my Instagram page if you're interested in checking all that out. The other significant highlights of Adepticon were the new Lionel Johnson model, which looks freaking amazing. Seriously, I'm going to get one. And then you've got your Primaris Terminators, and a whole new release of Tyrannies for 10th edition when it lands coming out. So the hobbying side is going to be full of content. If 750 points is still viable in 10th edition, then I guess we'll be doing some videos on how we can make these 9th edition 750 point armies up to date. And then maybe we'll look at those newly balanced 500 point combat patrols and think about how we can accessorise around them and maybe bring them up to 750 points. One of my mantras for the current state of play was to look at those 80 to 90 pound combat patrol boxes and see how we could actually do better for less money. So you never know, that may be on the cards. Or maybe come summer, this little project will have just been a 6-month journey of fun. I don't do it for anything other than my own sense of catharsis and hobbying fun, so if it dies, it dies. C'est la vie. But there you go. I have some White Scars, some Necrons, some Alpha Legion, and some female Space Wolves all on my desk as works in progress, and as I said, I'll do videos for them as and when. And then what will be, will be. If we're still here, then we're definitely doing 750 points of Dark Angels for sure, which will probably just be the Lion and a few Deathwatch Terminators, but that's all good. Oh, and I imagine that in around 12 to 18 months time, you'll be able to make a viable Tyranid army for dirt cheap, just like you can with Necrons these days by picking them up off the second-hand market from those starter boxes where nobody wants them. I do have that game that I've designed to finish and publish, so maybe I'll actually get on that and upload some content for that too. That would actually be a useful thing to do. But those are my thoughts and reflections. If you've got any takeaways from Adepticon you want to share or any suggestions for this channel, then please post in the comments as always. And as ever, thanks for watching. Let's go! So yeah, 10th edition is fully on its way, and fingers crossed we know it's going to bring the good stuff. As always, I just do this for fun and make these videos when I can. I don't have a regular release schedule, they just happen when they happen. So, if you want to make sure you don't miss a beat over the next few months and going forward, then hit subscribe so you can catch these when they come. If you enjoyed this or any of my other videos, then do hit that like button, as it really helps boost my ego, and do come check me out on Instagram for all my hobbying updates. Hopefully, I'll see you in the next one.